Welcome to Spuds TV. Today we bring you a boys lacrosse semifinal game here at Jim Goda Stadium. The number 4 seeded Sartell Sabres versus the number 1 Moorhead Spuds. Spuds looking for their 4th consecutive section final appearance. Sabres looking for their first in program history. Seconds away from the opening face-off, Cade Budd and Jet Mersil. Whistle blows, and Budd wins that first face-off. Kuntz with the body check gets the ball on the ground. Fight for that ground ball on the near side. Berniking comes away with it. Berniking eating some stick checks. Sabres get the ball on the ground. Spuds with another turnover there. Jace Blythe on the near side to inbound. Blythe up to Midthune, the two second team all section players. Warner back up to Blythe. Spuds working around the outside. Tweeting down to Eggerdahl. Quinn Tweeting, the midfielder, with a shorty behind the net. Tweeting looks for Warner. Warner shoots. Bouncer over the cage. Eggerdahl comes away with it. Eggerdahl gets a step. Pass to Chose. Missed inside. And the Sabres will clear. Ball all the way down to the other side, picked up by Clem. Spuds will get another possession here on offense. Blythe to Warner once again. Couldn't quite find the handle on that one. Another turnover. Blythe with a sneak attack there. Pass up to Warner, shot and a goal. Spuds on the board early. Just under 2 minutes into the game. Evan Warner buries his first of the game. That play started with Jace Blythe on the ride, sneaking behind the sophomore goaltender for the Sabres, Dylan Smith. Junior goaltender, excuse me. Blythe gets the ball on the ground, finds a wide open Evan Warner right in front of the crease, and he does not miss from there. Mersil and Budd at the face-off again. A procedure call on the Spuds. Sabres will get their first opportunity this game. Sabres out of the midfield here. That's Sandburn. Rolls to his left. Shot from deep. Kyan Ryder. Saved there by Devig. Devig feed to Grefsheim. Just rolls out of bounds. And the Spuds with an early unforced turnover. Ryder now on the near side. To Anderson. Anderson down low to Hankemeyer. Near side, Anderson finds a cutter. Good defense there by the Spuds. Another cutter. Big hit in the middle. Sabres stay with the ball. Anderson tries a little tap in. Won't go. Sandburn now splits to his right. Loses the ball. Good defense there by Grefsheim. And Berniking with his second ground ball of the game. Spuds have numbers here. Berniking to Grefsheim, couldn't connect. Now the Sabres will have numbers. Carson Kuntz And we have a hold call, I believe, on Kuntz. Anderson on the near side to Johnson. Bachland now with it, pressured by Kuntz. Good stick there by Kuntz, get that ball on the ground. Fight for it. Tweeten will push the Sabre midfielder. Ball will stay with Sartell. That's Corriere on the far side, guarded by Tweeten. Corriere gets a step. Good stick by Tweeten as he falls down. Grefsheim comes away with that ground ball. Spuds once again with numbers, 5-on-3. Skip pass to Warner just over the head as he runs into the crease. Another turnover by the Spuds. Something they struggled with against Elk River and seem to be continuing that trend today. Dylan Smith will start the clear out of his own box. Jace Blythe with that turnover. Blythe tries to find Eggerdahl. Good transition defense there by the Sabres as Eggerdahl's shot sails wide, backed up by Warner. Coach Kelly wanting a ISO play for Warner here. See what he can do by himself. Slide comes early. Skip pass to Eggerdahl. Bounces. Spuds up top with it now. Chose. Over to Midthune. Midthune with a shot. Saved by Smith. Midthune with a little jump shot from 16 yards out. Bouncer won't go on Smith. Sabres again. Another failed clear. Numbers here for the Spuds. Warner will get it. Warner hitches to Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl shot and a goal. Joel Eggerdahl puts the Spuds up 2 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Eggerdahl coming off of a 4-goal performance against Elk River, breaking the all-time goal record for the Spuds, formerly held by Caleb Alderson. Sabres are going to call a timeout here to talk some things through, and we will be right back.
Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Welcome back to Jim Goda Stadium. The number 1 seed Moorhead Spuds up 2 goals early thanks to Joel Egerdahl and Evan Warner. Both goals coming off of transition opportunities for the Spuds. Sabres called a timeout there to talk some things through. Story of the game so far is turnovers. Sabres with a couple failed clears. Spuds with the same, taking some possession time away from both teams. Mercill and Jacobson now on the Spuds logo. Excuse me, that is Cade Budd. Budd will be called for a hold. Spuds will start with the ball here. Chose down to Warner. Warner gets a touch. Egerdahl to Chose. Chose splits to his left. Slide comes early. Sabres trying to match up here. Blythe with a pass, I believe, to Tweeten. Tipped by the Sabres, so it will stay with the Spuds. Spuds with an inbound play from the end zone. Egerdahl splits to his left. Egerdahl shoots just wide of the cage, and Warner backs that up. Warner deep in the corner. Again, ISO play here for the Spuds. Warner beats his man. Hangs his stick a little bit. Just enough time for Carson Thorstensen to get the trail check. Egerdahl, though, comes away with that ground ball. Another failed clear by the Sabres. Near side to Midthun. Midthun will roll back to his right. Midthun with space. Shot in a goal. Carter Midthun beats his man one-on-one. No slide comes from the Sabres. And he puts the Spuds up 3 with just under 5 to play in the first quarter. Carter Midthun with time and room. 10 to 12 yards outside of the crease, and he buries. Sabres have been doing a good job sliding so far this game. Just a little lapse in the defense there leads to a Spuds goal. Back to midfield, Jacobson and Mercill. Ball will stay with the Sabres as Mercill fell on top of Jacobson's stick, I believe. Corriere now with it on the far side. Sandburn now tries to beat his man. Shoveled all the way to the crease. Ball will stay with the Sabres off of a push from the Spuds. I believe that was on Story. Number 17 in white. Sabres now behind the cage with it. He rolls and shoots and scores. Jake Hankemeyer, the second leading scorer for the Sabres, beats his man one-on-one and finds the back of the net. Spuds lead down to 2. Hankemeyer rolls on senior defender Mason Melquist, beats him to the inside. No slide comes from the Spuds. And Hankemeyer with no problem burying that one. Mercill wins that clamp. Kuntz with the ground ball. Kuntz throws that all the way out of bounds from the far 40. Little chest tap saying that's my bad. That happens. Smith sets up the clear for the Sabres. Something they've struggled with so far this game. Smith finds Sandburn. Sandburn's trying to do it himself here. Hooper. And the Spuds ride will get a failure to clear here from the Sabres. Should be a quick whistle. Spuds can get going. I guess not. Sabres set up into their defense. Spuds make some changes on the field. Spuds ride was a force to be reckoned with against Elk River last week as Jace Blythe jumps and shoots and scores. Jace Blythe beat Smith stick side off a little jump shot there. Blythe, once again, the second team all-section attackman for the Spuds. Buries his first of the game to put the Spuds up 4-1. Just under 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Winner of this game will face the winner of the number 2 St. Michael Albertville and number 3 Monticello. That game time is a 7:30 start due to some weather down in the Twin Cities area. Mersil wins that faceoff to himself. Finds Chose. Ball rolls to Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl to his left. Flag comes. Warner shot. Bouncer just over the cage. First penalty of the game here with just under 3 to play in the first. Eggerdahl will eat a slash. And we'll see who they get for the Sabres. Looks to be sophomore defenseman number 2 Alexander Bird. Caught Eggerdahl above the neck. Spuds will be man up for 1 minute here. See what kind of play they can run. Blythe now steps inside the 30. Finds Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl's shot just wide. And Smith will win that chase, beating Nick Ferendorf. Huge turnover there for the Sabres. Smith all the way up to the 30-yard line. Finds Corriere. Kuntz on him. Anderson now with it. Spuds. And a loose push called on Tweeten. Ball will stay with Sartell. Corriere up to Bachland. Ferendorf pressing out. Spuds can double here. They are a man up still. And they never got a touch. Seems to be that the Sartell midfielders thought they got a touch. Ref said no. Warner now the other way. Shot by Eggerdahl, and he scores. A little misfire there by the Sabres leads to a Spuds goal. Joel Eggerdahl with his second of the game. Second of the game, 45th of the year. Just 1 goal away from Caleb Alderson's other record, which is single season goals. Alderson sitting at 46. Eggerdahl knocking on the door to break another one tonight. Minute 48 left to play in the first quarter. Bentley Miller on the near side, filling in for Kuntz for this face-off. And Mersil went early. Sabres will start with the ball. Jacobson with it. And he gets the touch this time. Ryder now with it. Up top as his fellow midfielders make some changes. Slide comes from Berneking. Spuds getting a little mismatch here. Ball bounces up. Fight for it on the far side. Sabres come away with it. That is Corriere with the ground ball. Anderson on Story. Anderson skip pass. Shot by Hankemeyer. Hankemeyer gets leveled by Berneking, and that ball goes out of bounds. Flag comes down. Refs are going to talk about this one. Possibly a 2-minute. We will see. And Berneking will take a seat for 1 minute for unnecessary roughness. Coach Logan Wimpkin not too happy with that call. That seemed to be more of a size difference than an illegal hit. Looked like he got him in the chest for the most part, but a big hit like that will be called 90% of the time. First look at the Sabres man up here. Spuds pressing out pretty far. Sandburn can't quite beat Kuntz. Carson Kuntz with another takeaway. The Spuds first team all section. LSM with a takeaway. Aiden Struck clearing up the field, and Coach Wimpkin calls a timeout. We will be right back.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Welcome back to Jim Goda. 12 seconds to play in the first quarter. Berneking still sits for an unnecessary roughness penalty. That will be 1 minute. Quinn Tweeten starting with the ball on the near side here. Spuds look to find the back of the net quickly here. 12 seconds to play. Sabres set up in a trap on their ride. Looks like the Spuds will just kill some time off the clock. Smart play, actually, by the Spuds here with possession. With a penalty, they will keep possession going into the second quarter, so there should be no face-off when we come back.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here in Fargo, North Dakota at Bailey's PDR. So what made you choose FCCU for your business needs?
I love the customer support that they give, that I have people's phone numbers that I can reach whenever I need to. When you're conducting business, you don't have hours to hopefully make up a financial decision, so sometimes you need those questions answered, and at FCCU, they're there always for you.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. Spuds with 5 goals in that first quarter, 2 by Eggerdahl, 1 by Warner, 1 by Blythe, and 1 by Midthune. Sabres with 1. That is Hankemeyer with the lone goal for Sartell. I believe Spuds will start with the ball here. Berneking still in the box for that 1-minute unnecessary roughness penalty. Yes, Spuds start with the ball. That's Carson Kuntz in the far left corner. Spuds did not get a touch before the first quarter ended, so they are in their defensive half of the field to start. Kuntz up to Brighton Chose. Chose to Tweeten, and he gets the touch. Spuds still 1 man down. Tweeten looking the other way. And Ryder comes in with the yard sale check. Turnover there for the Sabres. Back to 6-on-6 lacrosse here. Dylan Fath with the ball. Gets a touch for the Sabres. Anderson skip pass to the middle at Sandburn. Sandburn bounce shot with his left hand all day from Devig. Chose throwing a couple fakes over midfield, and he looks to get a touch for the Spuds. Evan Warner on the far side with it now. Spuds will make some changes to their offense. Off comes Grefsheim. Onto the field, Carter Midthune. ISO play coming here from the Spuds. Sabres doing a good job here, sliding early and covering all the twos. Eggerdahl trying to work around his man. Gets held a little bit. Shot outside of the net. Smith will clear. Up to Jacobson. Blythe with that check. And Jacobson playing without the stick. Sabres with too many men on the field here, right in front of the official. Nothing called. Jacobson ran back on the field from outside of the box to grab his stick that was sitting on the 45-yard line. Blythe beats his man to his left hand. Skip pass inside to Warner. Warner rolls, shot off the post. Tweeten will win that chase. Tweeten now, shorty on shorty matchup behind the net. Slide already ready to come here for the Sabres. Tweeten to Midthune. Midthune time and room. Absolute missile. Misses the cage. Miscommunication there. Ferendorf believes he won that chase. Instead, Smith closest to the ball as it went out of bounds. So the Sabres will start with the possession in their own end. Sandburn skip pass all the way to Devig, running outside of his crease. Devig finds Tweeten. Tweeten looks to clear by himself over the 50. Nobody's playing him. Tweeten beats one man. Shot outside of the goal. Smith pass behind Sandburn. Clem scoops that up, back on the ground. Sabres once again stepped over the line. This time the officials caught it. Ball will start with the Spuds. Nick Ferendorf had a step on his man. Skip pass to Warner. Scooped up by Thorstensen. Sabres, again, just throwing the ball away on these clears. Spuds will have to clear all the way down the field. Burn King 2 Story on the far side. Spuds still need a touch. Midthun gets it. Midthun directing traffic from the 40-yard line. He looks to dodge. He will sweep over the top. Slide comes. Midthun beats a slide as well. Jump shot off the post. Midthun wins that chase off of his own shot. Overbo now with it. He steps inside the 25 and looks to roll back. Blythe swims. Blythe rolls. Shot in front. Eaten by a Sabre defender. Ball rolls all the way to the fence. Spuds will have to get one from behind the net. Chase Blythe now on the far side. Spuds with nothing yet on the board in the second quarter here. Overbo now to dodge. Overbo to his right. Slide comes early. Eggerdahl shoots. Saved there by Smith. Chose fighting to pick that one up. Eggerdahl, good check on the bottom hand of the Sabre defender. That's what you're taught as an attackman, is to hit that bottom hand to free that ball. Warner now swims, loses the ball. Sabres look to clear. Seems to be a one-man clear here. Michael Hammock takes a slash in the wrist. Little John at midfield between Ryder and Blythe. Johnson now on the near side. Bounce pass. Can't find Sandburn. Sandburn picks it up. He will dodge on Midthun. Good slide there by Chose. Good recovery by the Spuds. Sabres swing it near side. Up top to Johnson. Corriere will look to go. Shot by Sandburn. Not sure if Devig saw that. But that low-to-low shot will sail out of bounds. Just missing the cage on the left. Hankemeyer will restart. Little timeout here for a ball on the field. Hankemeyer, the lone goal scorer for the Sabres, will look here to put another one in. Little pick play by the Sabres. Anderson with a step-down shot. Saved by Devig. Overbo now looks to push. Spuds with numbers to Warner. Warner beats Smith. Evan Warner with his second of the game. Puts the Spuds up 6-1 with just over 5 minutes to play. That play all started from a save off of Devig. Devig saw that all the way through from Anderson. Finds Overbo cutting down the field. Overbo to Warner. Warner to the back of the net. Spuds up 5. Jacobson and Mersil once again at midfield. Sabres getting a good amount of shots here in this first half, but they've been from far out. And Devik has been able to see them all the way through. Had no problem so far. The one goal that the Sabres did score was off a Hankemeyer beating his man one-on-one. and burying on the doorstep. So if the Spuds can keep these outside shots like they're doing so far, they should have no problem. Tweetin on the near side. Tiptoes the out of bounds line. Tweetin, nobody picks him up. Shot and a goal. Quinn Tweetin, why not? Sabres with some miscommunication. Two people went to play him, then both of those guys backed off. Tweetin took it to the net. Buries with his left hand.
7:03, the time of that Spud second quarter goal.
Two quick goals by the Spuds here. 5 minutes to play. Spuds up by 6. Clamp won by Mersil. Kuntz trying to pick up that ground ball. And he will. He will find Mersil once again, who finds Egerdahl to Grefsheim. Spuds again with numbers. Warner looks to shoot. Warner scores. Warner with his hat trick on the night. The freshman attackman burying 3. He has the most goals for the Spuds so far tonight, a lot of which have been him one-on-one with the goalie. Spuds, good clear off the face-off. Sabres looking a little chaotic here in their transition defense. It was pretty solid the first quarter. This time it will be Bud and Mersil. Mersil looks to have won the clamp. Miller now chasing the ground ball. Miller gets checked. Ball will stay with the Sabres. Sandburn now, near side to Ryder as he was trying to put his glove on as he was running on the field. Not quite sure he was ready for that one. Ryder dodging on the face-off guy. Shot saved by Devig again. Like I said, Spuds keeping these shots to the outside. Devig having no problems so far with those. Devig can clear. Devig probably could have ran that a little farther. Instead, tries to force a pass up to Warner. Picked off by the Sabres. Back the other way, it's Backlund. Corriere now with the shorty on him. Tries to beat Story on the inside. Story will go for a hold. Free possession here for the Sabres. Anderson splits to his left. Guarded by Berneking. Another flag. Whistle blows. Seems to be some confusion on the Sabres sideline. Coaching staff, as soon as 2 flags throw, the whistle blows. It is no longer a free possession. Automatic whistle if there is 2 separate penalties on the play. So Midthun will go for a slash. And I believe Story will go for interference. Holding. Story for holding and Midthun for a slash. So Story should be sitting for 30 and Midthun for a minute. Spuds will be down 2 here. Big opportunity for the Sabres going into halftime here to put a couple on the board. 6-on-4 Lacrosse. Anderson on the near side. Anderson to Hankemeyer. Force that pass. Ball will roll out of bounds. Nope, stayed in bounds. Sabres with the opportunity here. Still with the Spud defender behind the net. Good defense there from the Spuds. And a hold call will go against the Spuds. This time with a loose ball, so there will be no penalty. Backlund now, far side to Foth. Up top, Sabres still down 2. Now down 1. Skip pass again, could not quite handle that in the crease. 6-on-5 for 20 seconds. Bachland gets pushed. Ball will stay with the Sabres. Corriere on the near side. Spuds 15 seconds away from killing this 2-man down penalty. Huge momentum if they can get this done. Anderson's skip pass knocked down by the Spuds. Ryder, shot and a goal. That was Dylan Foth. Beats Devig 1-on-1. Like I said, the only time they have beat Devig so far this half is 1-on-1 with him. And with that, the Spuds will go back to 6-on-6. Midthune's penalty will get released. Spuds up 8-2 with just over 2 minutes to play in the first half. Mercill and Jacobson on the Moorhead M at midfield. Mercill wins the clamp. Good hustle there by Michael Hamak. Skip pass to Anderson as he was running the other way. Will roll out of bounds. Spuds will hold on to the ball here. Minute 45 to play. Far side pass to Brighton Chose. Chose over the 50. Sabres have numbers, so no fast break opportunity for the Spuds. Grefsheim will slow things down. Roll the ball to Midthune, and he will change. Blythe. Tweeten will be coming on for Grefsheim. Excuse me. No, it will be Blythe. Blythe can't quite hold on to that pass. Blythe looks to beat his man. Slide comes from 2 different guys. There should be an open. Somebody. Chose gets it. Shot and a goal. Jace Blythe beats his man. Draws 2 guys sliding. A little behind the back pass. Bounces up to Brighton Chose as he buries 1-on-1 with Smith. Just over a minute to play. Spuds 9, Sabres 2. Sabres, another miscommunication there on defense. 2 guys decided to slide to Blythe instead of just 1, leaving 2 guys open for the Spuds. And ref pointing both ways. Looks like the ball will stay. Looks like the ball will go to the Sabres, holding on Mercill.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
Whistle blows. We'll try this again. Not sure what was going on here. Sabres weren't quite sure either as they call a timeout with a minute to play, and we will join them.
We are the Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are the Breakdown.
Welcome back to Jim Goda. The Moorhead girls lacrosse team just 5 minutes away from game time. Little rain delay down in Buffalo. Try to keep you updated on the score of that game as much as possible. During that timeout, stick check by the official turned out that I believe one of the Spud midfielders' sticks was illegal, which is a 3-minute non-releasable penalty. And it looks to be Story, the D-midi for the Spuds, with that illegal stick. Not sure if it was pinched or the pocket was too deep. There's multiple different things that can warrant an illegal stick. But with that, I believe the Spuds will be down for 3 minutes with only a minute to play in the first half. Sabres can hold on to the ball as the clock ticks to 0 if they would like possession in the third quarter. But it looks like they're going to try to get one here. Good defense there by Grefsheim. Fight for the ground ball on the far side. Good pass. Little hockey pass from Clem up to Grefsheim. Grefsheim with some speed. Should be able to beat his man. Grefsheim gets a touch and runs behind the net. Warner shoots. And a save. Spuds probably should have held on to the ball there. 2 seconds left. And the Sabres should start the second half with possession. After 2 quarters, Spuds 9, Sabres 2. We will take a brief timeout.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are the Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are the Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here in Fargo, North Dakota at Bailey's PDR. So what made you choose FCCU for your business needs?
I love the customer support that they give, that I have people's phone numbers that I can reach whenever I need to. When you're conducting business, you don't have hours to hopefully make up a financial decision, so sometimes you need those questions answered, and at FCCU, they're there always for you.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership, a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. I had a chance to go down on the field and talk to the Moorhead coaching staff. I've been informed that the illegal stick penalty is a 2-minute penalty, so there should be roughly a minute left on Christian Story's illegal stick penalty. The Spuds coaches seem to disagree with that call as they checked it themselves. But regardless, Story is in the box. Sartell with the minute man up here. Hankemeyer shoots and scores. Jake Hankemeyer with his second of the game. Brings Sartell's goal total to 3. And that penalty on Story is unreleasable. So there will still be 50 seconds or so on that penalty. Spuds coaches and face-off guys were also confused on a couple calls on the face-off. Seems to be Jet Merceau was getting called for holds or going early when they believe he was not. See if anything changes here for the Spuds. Kuntz gets that ground ball, and he will fire it to Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl with a nice one-handed catch. Eggerdahl loses the ball, picks it up himself. Spuds look to kill the rest of this penalty. Should be about 30 seconds. Warner, sky high, far side to Chose. Should be able to get there, and he will. Brighton Chose cradles the ball out of his stick. Grefsheim shot, saved by Smith. Smith will clear. Smith rifles it to a Sabre midfielder. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Shot by Grefsheim. This time finds the back of the net. Pass picked off by Kuntz. Kuntz finds Grefsheim all alone on the doorstep. Sam Grefsheim buries his first of the game. Penalty from Story is released. Story seems to have the same stick in his hand that was already called illegal. Probably not a good idea if you're the Spuds, unless they fixed it at the break. Sun finally coming out here at Jim Goda after a long day of rain. Turned out to be a nice day. Mercill and Jacobson facing off. Mercill wins it to Kuntz. Kuntz up to Eggerdahl, just over the head of Eggerdahl. Second missed pass by those two in this game. Not something you see a lot of. Both players on the first team all-section team. That is Joel Eggerdahl, first team all-section attackman, and Carson Kuntz, the first team all-section LSM. Sabres will clear. Pass picked off again by Kuntz. Kuntz making up for that missed pass before. This time finds Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl finds Warner. Warner finds the back of the net for his fourth of the game. Evan Warner. Kuntz probably a little mad about how that pass went out of bounds just moments prior. Picks this one off. This time finds Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl finds Warner wide open once again in front of the net. Dylan Smith going to have a talk to some of his defenders. Sabres seeming to have some trouble on the clear here. Either that or Spuds are a very good riding team. Jet so far 3 for 3 at the face-off X. Pressure comes on Kuntz to Chose. Chose by himself, shoots, scores. 3 quick goals by the Spuds in less than 2 minutes. Brings a total to 12 for Moorhead and 3 for Sartell. Brighton Chose with his first of the game. Sabres pressed out on Kuntz there. Kuntz found Chose. Chose runs it in and buries. Seems to be a theme so far. Carson Kuntz finding guys on transition opportunities. And the Spuds doing a great job of capitalizing here so far in the second half. The 8th grader Maddox Gregoire with the face-off win. Gets it to Grefsheim. Grefsheim gets the touch. Rolls it up to Tweeten. Warner dancing around. Finds Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl shoots. Good save there by Smith. Eggerdahl tried to go through the legs on Smith, and Smith closes the 5-hole. Spuds setting up once again in this ride that seems to cause some problems for the Sabres. Once again, Kuntz comes away with that missed pass off of the Sabres. Numbers for the Spuds, if they can hustle. Egerdahl to Warner. Warner hitches, shoots it right into the stomach of Smith. Easy save there by the sophomore goaltender. Junior goaltender, excuse me. Smith, full field pass. Finds Sandburn. Sandburn throws it away. Ball back to the Spuds. Pretty sloppy start for the Sabres here. Not something we were seeing a lot of in the first half. Mitty, nobody coming to play him. Finds Warner. Warner jump shot just over the cage. And when I say Mitty, I mean Carter Midthune. His nickname on the team is Mitty. Might be slightly confusing, as that is also a position in lacrosse. That is my bad. Jacobson now on the far side. Gets it over the 50. He will get a touch, and Sartell will look to set things up. Shot in the goal, William Corrieri. Flag was thrown. Spuds were offsides, I believe. Should be a good goal here for the Sabres, and the flag will get waved. Corrieri with his first of the game, I believe. Cuts the lead to 8.
Good goal scored by the Sabres, number 5, William Corrieri.
Once again, flag was thrown, but it will be waived because of just a 30-second technical for offsides. Back to the face-off X. Bud and Mersil. Mersil wins that clamp. Gets a ground ball himself. Anderson chasing him down. Can't quite get to him. Egerdahl now. Egerdahl gets a touch for the Spuds. Sartell pressing out far on the Spuds. Egerdahl to Overbo. Overbo shot. Not sure if that hit a stick or if Smith saved it. Regardless, ball is not in the back of the net. And here come the Sabres the other way. Sabres fast break opportunity. Pass to Anderson. Sails out of bounds. Corrieri not happy about that. Spuds look to clear here. Devig now with the ball. Steps out of his crease. Devig up to Chose. Chose has room, and he'll carry it in for the touch. Pass it in for the touch to Overbo. Once again, Spuds looking for their 4th consecutive section final appearance. In their 3 prior, they have been crowned champions of Section 8 lacrosse. Past 3 years, going for 4 in a row here. Egerdahl beats his man. Beats another. Shoots. Off the helmet of Smith. Ball flies back into the box for Sartell. Good ride for the Spuds once again. Gets the ball on the ground. Still on the ground. And a play-on penalty on the Spuds. Sabres will keep the ball. Corrieri now looks to push. Has nothing. Spuds already set up in their defense. Bachland now up top over to Anderson. Back up to Corrieri. Rolls to his left. Good show there by Chose. Skip pass inside. And a whistle blows. Not sure what the call was there. Didn't see anything. I don't believe there was a hold or anything. Regardless, the ball will stay with the Sabres. Sabres down 8 with 6 to play in the third quarter. Good defense there by Overbo. Jacobson, the face-off guy. Over to Foth. Back to Jacobson. A lot of pressure here from Kuntz. And Overbo will likely go for a hold as Kuntz gets the ball on the ground, picks it up, whistle blows. Ryland Overbo, the freshman, impeding progress of the Sabre midfielder, and he will go for a 30-second hold. Another man-up opportunity here for the Sabres. Have not been able to capitalize on any of them so far. We'll see if they made any changes at halftime. Anderson skip past to Corriere. Jump shot. Misses the cage. Skip pass all the way up top to Anderson. Anderson from deep. All day. Devig finds that one. Pass up to Kuntz. Rolls in front of him. Spuds have numbers. Kuntz will slow things down. Smart play there. Kuntz tries to find Blythe. Ball bounces by Blythe. Corriere now on Story. Good stick by Story there. Picked up by Grefsheim, and the Spuds will have a fast break opportunity again. Grefsheim will slow things down. Penalty for the Spuds is released. Grefsheim running all the way around the offensive zone here. Eggerdahl up to Tweeten. Tweeten gets his stick checked out of his hands. Good play there by Michael Hammock. Sabres once again can't seem to clear the ball. Devig with some room. Full field pass over the head of Berneking. Lands perfectly in front of Eggerdahl. Play on was called. Eggerdahl picked up that ball. Not sure why the whistle was blown for the play on. Ball will stay with the Spuds. Eggerdahl with it in the far alley. Warner back to Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl up to Ferendorf. Ferendorf will dodge. Pick set by Blythe. Slide comes. Ferendorf rolls off the post. He steps in the crease. I believe that was missed by the official. Ferendorf ran right through the crease. The back of the crease, that is. Ball stays with the Spuds. Warner now has a shorty on him. Warner to Eggerdahl. Eggerdahl shoots just wide of the cage. Tweeden backs that up. Quinn Tweeden directing traffic. Finds Warner. Warner still with a shorty matchup on him. Sabres don't seem to mind. Ball ends up on the ground again. Warner with it. Warner Midthune time and room shot over the cage. Smith will be the closest to that one. Ball will be coming the other way. Sabres looking to clear here. Good check by Warner. Somehow stays in the stick of Ryder. Sandburn now all the way behind the net. Hankemeyer to Anderson. Anderson beats his man. Gets a step. Good save by Devig. Devig finds Midthune. Midthune can't quite hold on to that pass. Good pass by Devig, just not quite able to hold on to it. Sabres come away with that ball. A field clear by the Spuds, not something we've seen a lot of so far. Berneking playing defense and a flag flies. Berneking will go for something. Looks like clean defense to me. We will see what the call is. Hankemeyer now behind the net. Skip pass up to Sandburn. Shot. Save Devig. Berneking will go for a 30-second technical. Call will be holding. A minute 16 to play in the third quarter. Spuds will be down a man for 30 seconds here. Spuds are up 8. Not sure the Moorhead bench agreed with that call, but at this point, there's no sense in arguing. Hankemeyer tries to skip one through. Goes all the way through. Corriere now. Back to Hankemeyer. Anderson will shoot, and he will score. Mason Anderson, the junior attackman, point leader, goal leader for the Sabres, gets his 27th of the year.
Sartell Sabre goal scored by number 22, Mason Anderson.
That is the first man-up goal for the Sabres tonight. Just under a minute to play in the third quarter. Spuds 12, Sabres 5. Sabres coming into this game 7-7, beating Brainerd in the quarterfinal game 15-7. Spuds with a record of 11-3, beating Elk River 16-4. A lot of goals scored by the Spuds in these past two games. Face-off results in a play-on. Spuds will start with the ball here. Eggerdahl looks to settle his offense as Grefsheim gets off. Berendorf looks to be coming on. Eggerdahl runs by three guys. Finds Warner. Warner low to high, launches that to the parking lot. 6 seconds here. Spuds got to move fast. Tweeten will go. Tweeten beats his man. Quinn Tweeten buries. I believe that will count. I don't see a goal signal or a no-goal signal. I believe that will not count. Quinn Tweeten trying to beat the buzzer. Buzzer beats him. 12-5 after 3, and we will be right back.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Hi, I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here in Fargo, North Dakota at Bailey's PDR. So what made you choose FCCU for your business needs?
I love the customer support that they give, that I have people's phone numbers that I can reach whenever I need to. When you're conducting business, you don't have hours to hopefully make up a financial decision, so sometimes you need those questions answered, and at FCCU, they're there always for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our fourth and final quarter. Sartell and Moorhead.
Welcome back to Spuds TV. Spuds up 7 going into the fourth quarter here. The girls team just approaching halftime, down by a score of 10-1 to the Buffalo Bison. That game is down in Buffalo. Slight weather delay there. Jacobson goes early on the faceoff. Spuds will start with the ball. Grefsheim gets a touch and we'll slow things down. Tweeting now with it up top. Over to Overbo. Overbo to Welly. To Paulson. Some new faces for the Spuds here. Paulson can't make anything happen. Midthune chases it down. It will cross the 50-yard line, so an over and back will be called on the Spuds. As soon as you get a touch, you cannot go back over the 50-yard line. So the ball will go to the Sabres here. Anderson on the near side. Anderson finds Hankemeyer. And the flag flies from the farthest official away from the play. And the Moorhead coaches are not too happy about that call. Once again, there was an official right by where the hit happened. Seemed to be a fairly clean hit. Shoulder to chest. But the official on the opposite side of the 50-yard line decides to throw the flag. And Mason Milquist will take a seat for 1 minute unnecessary roughness. Coach Wimpkin shrugging his shoulders at that call. No sense in arguing any calls at this point, assuming you're going to have the same officials in 48 hours against the winner of STMA and Monticello. That game just getting started here. Skip pass all the way through. Corriere shot saved by Devig. Devig can't find Kuntz. Story tries to find Kuntz again. Sabres pick it up and they will come away with it. Spuds have numbers back, no fast break opportunity. Ball thrown away by the Sabres. Inbound pass to Devig. Devig dancing around behind the net. Far side to Clem. Excuse me, that's Kuntz. Passes it to Clem. 8-18. Story picks up that ground ball. Story trying to find an open guy here. Overbow now behind the net. Deep in the Spuds end zone. Good stick check there by the Sabre defender. Alexander Bird with that takeaway. And the Spuds turn the ball back over. Firing up the crowd here a little bit at Jim Goda. Under 10 to play in the fourth. Brighton Chose on the far side. He will split to his left. Gets it to Welly down low. Sabres defenders doing a good job here on ball defense. Ryder now with it. Sabres cross midfield, get a touch. Corriere now with the ball. Hesitates on the shot, and he will slow down. Clem on him. Anderson now to his left. Ryder now with it. Swims, and a ward will be called. Ryder using his free hand on the swim move. Ball will go back to the Spuds with 8.5 minutes to play. Mithune steps inside the 30. Mithune near side to Ferendorf. Down to Paulson. Overbow now with it. Back to Mithune. Mithune looks to make something happen. Bouncer just too high. Mithune not too happy with himself about that one. Welly now found room. Good stick check there again by the defender of the Sabres. I think Ferendorf picks up that ball, beats his man, and beats Smith. Ferendorf with his first of the game puts the Spuds up 13-5 with 7:42 to play. Spuds with multiple goal scorers on the night. Once again, Joel Egerdahl 1 goal away from tying Caleb Alderson's season goal record. More than likely will break that on Thursday. Mercilla and Jacobson fight for that ball. Story comes away with the ground ball. Paulson on the near side. Overbow stepped in the crease. Officials did not see it. Mithune now. Heavy pressure on him. Mithune tries to find Ferendorf. Gets that ball back to himself. Good defense there by Hammock. Mithune's going to get called for a ward. Mithune using that free hand to create space. Can't do that. Ball will go the other way. Sabres now to clear. Just under 7 to play. Shovel pass to Anderson. Connects. Down low to Hankemeyer. Sabres slow things down a little bit here. Near side to Anderson. Anderson to Hankemeyer. Shoots wide. Sabres there to chase. Hankemeyer now beats his man. Shoots it on the near side. Outside of the cage. Ball rolls out of bounds on off of the Spuds. Spuds with the failed clear there. Sabres get some more offensive possession time. Anderson dodging on the near side. Anderson to Hankemeyer. Hankemeyer backdoor. Shot in the goal. Carter Bachland, number 7, buries that one. Flag was thrown on
Sartell Sabre goal scored by number 7, Carter Bachland.
Flag was thrown on number 13, Mason Melquist, I believe for a hold. But it will be waived because it was a 30-second technical and the Sabres scored. 5.5 to go. Spuds up 7. 5 minutes and 35 seconds away from their 4th straight section final game. Story tries to swim. Ball gets taken away. Story flips it to himself. Good play there. Spuds still need a touch. Coach Wimpkin ready with that timeout call. Spuds throw that away. Smith now in his crease. Walks it up the field. Spuds set up in the clear. A missile from Smith. Right at his own bench. Just out of the reach of the Sabre midfielder. Miller up to Tweeten. Tweeten beats his man, gets a touch, and he will slow things down. Grafsheim on the far side with it to Overbo. Overbo down low to Welly and Paulson. Good defense there by the Sabres. Fight for that ground ball. And a flag will fly. Somebody's going to go for a slash here. We will see who it will be. Looks to be Midthune heading that direction. Midthune, not a slash. Midthune will get a 2-minute cross-check to the head penalty. Should be unreleasable. Midthune and Corriere exchange some words as Corriere walks to the bench. 2-minute unreleasable cross-check to the head on Midthune means the Sabres can score as many times in that 2 minutes and stay man up. Jacobson now with it on the near side to Anderson. Sticked away by Berneking. Ball out of bounds off the Spuds. It will stay with the Sabres. Anderson down to Hankemeyer. Up top to Jacobson, a shot. Just over the cage. Dodged by a pedestrian walking on the track behind the net. Anderson tries to force one inside. Gets all the way through. Ryder had an opportunity there. Can't quite hold on to it. Hankemeyer to Anderson. Shot outside of the cage. Failed clear by the Spuds. Goalie's out of the net. Devig still makes the save outside of his own crease. Devig just launches it up to midfield. Kuntz hits a guy late. Sabres with another free possession here. Kuntz throwing that body check just a hair too late. Gets the ball on the ground, though. Spuds need to pick it up for the whistle to blow. And a hurt Sabre will stop the clock instead. And Kuntz will go. We'll see what the call is here. And there seems to be a spectator on the far side of the turf holding a lacrosse stick, being talked to by the official. And Dean Haugo, the athletic director, heading that way. Not something you want to see. Excuse me, that is not a lacrosse stick. That is our cameraman. Seems to be a parent of a Sartell player or a fan sitting in a chair on the track on the far side. The officials and staff here at Moorhead High School will more than likely take care of him. If you see Dean Haugo walking your way, you better start walking the other way. There's not a guy you want to make angry. The officials still discussing this penalty. Kuntz will sit. For how long is still to be determined. Long talk here by the officials. Seemed to be just a late hit on Kuntz. Wimpkin not too happy about it. Definitely an avoidable thing for the Spuds. Not something you can have happen. And that was not our cameraman. That was a Sartell Sabres cameraman getting escorted out of the stadium by Mr. Haugo. Haugo closing the gates. Seems to be a heated discussion over there. I missed how long the penalty will be on Kuntz, but the officials talking for quite some time. 2:45 to play in the quarter. Shot there by Jacobson, misses the cage. Hankemeyer over to Anderson. Can't quite hold on to that. Berneking comes away with that ground ball, finds Paulson. Spuds get their touch. Paulson up to Tweeten. Spuds only down one here as Midthun's cross-check penalty has been released. Tweeten beats his man and buries. Quinn Tweeten with his second of the game, both coming from his offhand. Just under 2 to play. That puts the Spuds up 14-6. Spuds could feel it. 2 minutes away from their 4th straight section final game. Little discussion here from the officials and Coach Wimpkin. Spuds had too many guys on the field with Kuntz's penalty still being served. Spuds had a guy on each wing and a face-off guy, so the ball will go to the Sabres. Jacobson to Hankemeyer, can't quite hold on. Bentley Miller shovels it into the stick of Devig. Devig finds Gregoire. Moving upfield to Overbo. Overbo to Welly. Welly left his stick hanging. Second too long there. Ball comes out. Welly with a nice hustle on this ride for the Spuds. Sabres need to get it over. And they do, but they do not connect. Egerdahl back in the game, picks up the ball. Minute to play here at Jim Goda. Egerdahl takes it himself, gets the touch. Probably could have went to the net there. Smart idea. Kill some time here if you're the Spuds. Paulson over to Overbo. To Egerdahl, can't quite hold on to it. Good ground ball there by the Sabres. Good play there by Ferendorf too, hustling after that ground ball. To Paulson, shot, save. Big save there by Smith. Smith walking it up to the 30 and beyond. Good defense there. Good ride there again by the Spuds. Another whistle blows, and the Spuds jumped off sides. 5 seconds to play here in this game. Final will be 14 for the Spuds, 6 for the Sabres. And the Spuds are on to their 4th consecutive section final game. They will play the winner of STMA and Monticello. Looking at the live stream of that game right now, can't quite see a score. But regardless, that game will be on Thursday, more than likely 6 p.m. start. Follow Spuds TV on Instagram for the official start time of that game. And we will see you then. Thanks for joining us.